But nowadays, for me, I'm eating like a donkey. I want to gain weight. I don't want to be slim thin anymore. I want to be fat. Really. I don't want to be like I when I remember myself, I'm looking to some photos like, oh my God, this is not me.
I'm Melanie Marshall. I spent over 20 years working for BBC News, going to places that a lot of people try to get out of. But I always loved it. It's a privilege for me spending time on the ground hearing people's stories. And now I'm bringing those stories to you in a longer, more human way. This week's conversation is so special. It is with Ghada Al Kurd, a journalist living inside Gaza.
Before the October 7, we couldn't imagine that all of the people they will live inside tents. This is not like it wasn't even our imagination that we will live the same experience as our grandfathers.
She has been there for the entire war, which, dominated our conversations for 2 years. And now we don't talk about it unless it's, talking about the geopolitics of the Board of Peace. But it is so worth speaking to people on the ground. And she talks about, the difficulty of having a shower or, the frustrations of being a single mom and screen time. And I think you'll be as surprised as I was what she thinks about peace with Israel or Donald Trump.
Hi, Mr. President Trump. Hi, how are you? Like we are chatting. So I wish he could come to Gaza. We can go in a visit, in a tour here in Gaza. He can see Gaza.
It is such a great insight. It was such a wonderful conversation. I really hope you'll enjoy spending time with her as much as I did.
I woke up early in the morning, maybe at 7, and just to think like for 10 minutes, how can like I go to take a shower because it was very cold and it's still cold. And this is like a hard mission impossible for me, like to have this shower. You don't have like any kind of if heating or electricity, and you have to boil water in a pan, and then you mix the hot water with cold water, and then you pour this mixture of water on your head, in your body, and you feel cold sometimes. So, and you do it like very quickly, just not to feel cold. And I don't know if I clean myself like uh, totally. I clean myself. Just I want to pour the water and then wear the clothes very quickly and just staying like for minutes to just warm up myself.
You've done that and you head out onto the street. What is that like?
I have to start my work early actually because I don't have like electricity or Wi-Fi in my apartment. Not all the time. I need like the connection, the internet because of my work. So I have I already like also we rented like a workspace and we had like some small office. And I have to go daily to this place, connect to Wi-Fi, good Wi-Fi, charging my phones, and to be able to connect with other international media and agencies. And I have to be all the time like connected to Wi-Fi because we don't have this kind of 4G here network. We don't have it. The Israeli government they didn't allow, and they don't allow for this kind of 4G or even 3G networks to work here in Gaza. So we have limited access to Wi-Fi only whenever we have like workspace or so we don't have like internet in streets.
When you're walking through the streets, what do you not even notice anymore? What strikes you? Like, what did you see today that touched your heart?
Melanie, I'm living like inside Gaza City, where I was like working and studying all the time. I'm originally from Jabalia. It's in North Gaza, and We don't have like the right to return back for now for these areas or neighborhoods. It's completely destroyed and it's behind the yellow line. So I'm living now in west of Gaza and in a Rimal neighborhood, one of the most important neighborhoods here in Gaza. So uh, and like every day I'm walking from my apartment to the office, and what I see all the time, like it's there is a building of uh, 14 floors maybe, and it's belonged to the Bank of Palestine. It's in the middle of Rimal neighborhood, and it was targeted during the war, and all of the floors they are partially or completely destroyed. Like it might collapse in any time. So and it's surrounded by other buildings, other shops, other stores, other people inside their tents. It's like a public market here in Gaza. So I all the time like I'm looking to this building, and I don't know, like I feel like I avoid walking beside this building even when I have like my daughters with me. um so I avoid walking, and I just look at it like in any moment it will collapse and it will damage and destroy the whole neighborhood. Many casualties, many fatalities will resulted from this place, and no one like making some instruction for people just to avoid this place. And people they cannot avoid going from this area. So um, um, I feel like scared all the time walking, and even it's not far away from my place here. So if it will collapse while I'm working, I guess it will affect all the neighborhood. Another thing, like during nights in early morning, if I have some work, and sometimes when I'm returning back to my apartment at nights, especially at the cold nights, like we witnessed one of the coldest nights here in Gaza last week, and I saw kids like between 8, 9, and 10. They are selling bread in the street only for 3 or 4 shekels. Um, those kids should be like with their families, with their parents. They should be like in schools, or they should be sleeping inside their houses. They shouldn't be outside selling some bread for like for for nothing.
Mhm.
And I look at them. I wish I can do something for them, like, but this is not my responsibility for now. Maybe this is the only source of living for them. Also for elderly people, they have the same job they are doing in the street, selling some bread, um, and like staying for late time, maybe 10 or 11 in the cold weather. So this is something all the time touch my heart, making me thinking like I don't know. I don't want to see my people, my kids. They should be in a better place. This is not the life that they dream about. I don't want to see these scenes anymore in my neighborhood, in my beautiful city, Gaza. So um, like I'm all the time thinking of this. Like, is if I see like an old man, he cannot walk, and he's trying to sell maybe wood, maybe bread, anything, some kind of candies for nothing. Um, it touched my heart all the time.
I'm not sure if people understand how Gazan society works in terms of Palestinian society works in terms of family, but it's normally you would take care of the vulnerable, yes?
Exactly. Like as families, we are connected to each other. Like we are taking care of ourselves, like cousins, aunts, uncles, grandfathers, grandmothers. Whenever like they become old, like 70, 65, 70, we prefer that they should stay at their at their houses, and we as young people we can take care of them. We provide them with money, with food, with clothes. So the Gazan society was very connected to each other. The connection, we have many cousins, we have many uncles, we have many relatives, and we have cousins of cousins. So, like for me, we consider as a big family, an extended family. We have like some part of the family in North Gaza, some part in the middle area, and the other part in Rafah. And we all are cousins. So we keep asking about each other. And this is not only for our family, for other families. They have the same attitude of life. So we are all connected to the families and to the society, even not only for the family connection, for neighborhoods, for friends who are not relatives. So we do care about each other. It's not only, as I told you, for relatives, but also for people in the streets. Yeah. Like I imagine all the time that um, like maybe one of my relatives will be in the same place for this guy or for this kid. So I don't want to be in the same position. We are talking about like the poorest families here in Gaza, who were before the war, they were like poor. The poverty line was like more than 50. And with war, it's like more than 90 now. Most of the people, they are poor. They are depending on the humanitarian aid. Uh, I'm not like considered, but really, sometimes I'm depending on the humanitarian aid. Like if I manage to get some coupons, some parcels, I'm happy because everything you have to buy it, and the humanitarian aid is come for free, and this is your right to have it. And everything is still is very expensive. It's not like before the October 7th. The life before the October 7th was very cheap. You can buy anything like with hundred of shekels, but nowadays like 1,000 shekel, maybe it's not enough.
Can we put that, if we put that into American dollars or pounds, how much is 100 shekels?
100 shekel, it's like we are talking about maybe $30
Maybe $30.
for 100 shekel. Yeah.
And to get, but also you have a cost to get that into that into Gaza. So maybe if you're trying to get it in cash, you get less.
Only thing that we are depending on the cash. We have cash. We used to have cash. If you don't have like a bank account, so you are in a trouble.
Mhm.
You have to ask someone who has like a bank account, and he can transfer money to his bank account. And if you are lucky or not lucky, if he is an honest people or an innocent honest person, you can trust him, and you don't know if you cannot trust him. So it's complicated situation. So before the ceasefire, as I told you, like the commission was up to 50. Like if you have $1,000, you can withdraw it from exchange stores with $500. So you lost half of the money. And even the cash that we have, it's very old. And there is lots of currency. We cannot use it anymore. Like the 10 shekels, it's not used. It's a coin. We cannot use it now. And we don't have a change. Like you give any shop or any store like 50 shekels, you have to buy with 50 shekel. You don't have like an exchange. You want to buy something
It
like
better be
last
50
time.
shekels.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
time I don't have cash, and I'm using like the electronic transfer, and I want to buy small pumpkin.
Mhm.
It was for 3 shekels. I told like the seller there, I don't have cash, and it's not worthing that I should like transfer only 3 shekels for you, and I have to open the bank account, and I have to do like this process of transferring, and it will take time if the connection is not good. So you have to waiting for codes per message. It's something terrible. The connection, the network of communication is not stable. Sometimes we have disconnection like for 5 or half a day.
Mhm.
So we have this kind of a problem, like the cash, the disconnection, internet, uh, calling. Sometimes we have some problem in calling. Uh, like whenever I go back home, I don't have like good connection. Only like for little chatting, WhatsApp only. If I want to watch something like on YouTube or any kind of podcast, I have nothing. If I want to read a book, it's like we have no electricity. I cannot use the phone light. Yeah. So I have to wait till morning if I have electricity. And then I have to wait like if I want like actually I want to tell you like if I woke up in the middle of the night, my daughters they want to go to use the bathroom, we have to turn on our phones like because we don't have electricity.
I don't think people understand about how life becomes so difficult and how it is not how it is tiring. It is not just uh, war, the fighting that is tiring. If you're in the streets, what are you hearing about the plans for the Board of Peace rebuilding Gaza?
Well, people they just analyzed by themselves. They don't have like facts. They don't have like clear vision what's really happening around them. Just I hear like maybe I give you an example. You can hear like a woman or a couple they are talking about this, and they hear from another couple. The other couple they hear from another. So everyone interpret this concept by himself. They don't have like this kind of facts. They don't have like their a vision of what is really happening. They don't give they don't go deep inside the political analysis and what is really happening around us. Uh, our people like they are so simple. They don't have like this kind of deep thinking inside such these things. So whenever you are telling them that Gaza will be like I've been talking with my colleague like before this conversation, and like it's really happening that Gaza will be rebuilt. Like uh, like no one can believe that this is will happen to Gaza. Like that we will have this kind of investment of business. The coastal road will be like a tourism region. Like we will have factories, railways, airport, port. Whenever you are like saying something in front of our people, they will not believe you. Gaza is not like any other place in in this world. Like we've been isolated for a long time. Most of our people they didn't have the chance to travel or to see the external progress or development around the world. So maybe lots of lots of the people, most of the people, they didn't have the chance to go in a plane. They didn't see a plane in their life. They didn't see a train. So whenever you are talking about this now, it's not like it's still talking. It's still like on paper. They need actual implementation on the ground. They need to see it. People they don't want to be inside their tents for a long time, and it's like all of Gaza Strip has been destroyed. All the neighborhoods, or all the cities, like we are talking about Rafah, Khan Yunis, Gaza City, North Gaza completely destroyed, and it needs time to even to remove the rubble. Like it's not easy to remove the rubble. And then how they will start. There is a lot of things connected to each other, and like if we want to talk more deeply about the circumstances around us, it's not easy to talk about it. So they have a plan of rebuilding Gaza, but when? We should ask ourselves when. People here they don't believe in politics, in politician. After what they have been through, like like during the ruling of Hamas, they were jobless, and even now they don't have any jobs. And the promise that they will get jobs is not clear yet. How they will choose, who will be in charge, who will. There is nothing clear here to talk about. So whenever like you hear or you see people in the street, they still they don't believe that beach camp or Jabalia camp will be a tourism area. No way. We are making fun from this. We are making comics, Melanie. Believe me. I've been reading like many posts on Facebook, on even like Instagram. Like some people, they are making jokes. Oh my God, that's like they are imagining in that inside their imagination that we will have money, we will be rich like Elon Musk or Donald Trump or like any other rich man in this world. They don't believe it. Like as normal people, like even for me, like I'll never like believe that Gaza. I hope it will change, but it will take time. It will take time more than 10 years or 15 years.
When we use the word simple, do we mean that people are focused on survival or focused on immediate needs? What does that mean for you?
Well, as I told you, like they are not like they don't have like this kind of deep thinking. Our society, uh, the only thing that they want now just to keep them alive, surviving, provide them with food, provide them with electricity, with water, good life, healthcare, um, also at least like uh, protect them from the living inside the tents because no one like before the October 7 we couldn't imagine that all of the people they will live inside tents. This is not like it wasn't even our imagination that we will live the same experience as our grandfathers and before 75 years they had to experience this and especially we are like 2026 now and no one like they are using the tents only for camping for 1 week just enjoying their life but this is like style life for us. I was living in a tent and it's like terrible living just to stay even in winter or in summer it's like terrible. It's not a style life to live inside a tent.
What is it like to try and keep a life or a structure when you are in a tent?
Well, if you have a family with 5 kids, do you know how you can imagine that you are sleeping on the ground? You have mattresses or pillows or covers even, but the tent itself it's made from nothing. It's made from nylon uh, or what we call it. It's not like they call it. It doesn't give you any protection. And you have to use like to make it like stable on the ground. And whenever you have wind, whenever you have storm, it slides. So you are running after the tent, and it becomes your bathroom, your kitchen, your bedroom inside one tent. You have to cook inside it. You have to take shower inside it. You have to sleep inside it, and even like you are living with insects, with animals, rats, mice. So it's difficult. I used to live inside a tent for more than 3 months at the beginning of this war. I cannot imagine. Like I when I return back to my memory at that time, how could I bear all of this bad circumstances? Because me and my sister, with her kids, with her husband, we were sleeping in the same tent, and we have to cook inside. We have to make a bread. We have to wash, and we had like at the first we had to wait for a long time to use the bathroom, the public one. Then we had to make our own bathroom, and it's like in an open place. Everyone like you have to cover it, but anyone if just came and like they are fighting around you, it will collapse in you, and then anyone can see you. So it's a shameful to live inside a tent. I don't like to mention this word in my life. I don't want to see tent. Like whenever I saw like I'm seeing this kind of camping videos on YouTube or Instagram, I skip it. I don't want to see tents. It just reflects the bad situation that we are living here.
I think one of the other things that people really have in mind when they think of Gaza is the food situation, because it's a memory of seeing so many people hungry and starving. And the UN said just a few weeks ago that people are now getting their nutritional needs met. But what is it like to try and get food to feed a family now in Gaza?
Well, I can tell you it's better than before. Like, my God, like I've been experienced this starvation famine last summer. Oh my God, I was crying all the time, and I lost more than 20, that more than 12 kilos, more than 12 kilos. Like I was like a skeleton walking in the streets, and I was looking like there was no food here in Gaza. Actually, there was no food. And as I told you, the cash problem, the money problem was also another problem to get some food. But after the ceasefire, with the allowing like the aid truck to enter Gaza, like we witnessed a slight improvement in the food situation. Now we have good food. At least we have a chicken, we have meat, we have fish, we have vegetables, we have fruit. You can go to the market, buy whatever you want. You start like you have your breakfast, you have your lunch, you can eat a chocolate, milk. We were deprived from all of these things. Only we were depending on rice and lentils and beans. Rice, lentil, and beans and falafel.
Mhm.
So, and even we don't have like any kind of sugar or sweet. So, but nowadays, for me, I'm eating like a donkey. I want to gain weight. I don't want to be slim thin anymore. I want to be fat. Really. I don't want to be like I when I remember myself, I'm looking to some photos like, oh my God, this is not me. How like I was nothing, like just some skin and bones. Because like for 6 months we didn't like eat eggs or chicken or meat. As I told you, we were depending on only on lentils, rice, and beans. And even we have like lack in flour also. Bread. Like we have one bread, and me and my daughters, we were divided like on each other. We have like I remember like I had 1 kilo of sugar, and I was like every day just one we are using for the tea. Only we can use tea to add some sugar. This is the only source of sugar that we had at that time. We didn't have. And I was telling my daughters, please try not to put too much. And if anyone from outside come and tell you like we want some sugar, tell them that we don't have. Because we only have 1 kilo for 6 months.
And that is so hard as a mother, I imagine, to tell your daughters just one piece, and as someone who values community to say, no, we can't help.
Let me tell you something, Milani. I remember one day I was walking in the street. I couldn't do anything and I was crying. I was very starved. I was very hungry and I don't know what to do. I was crying walking back to my house. What should I eat? Like lentils, rice, and I cannot ask from anyone. Although I have money, but I cannot go. Like they didn't accept the electronic transfer, and I don't have cash. I was looking for cash, and I don't have it. And my colleagues, he saw me at that time walking and crying, and he told me, "What's wrong with you?" I told him nothing. Really, I was thinking of my daughters. What should I tell them? He told me he took me in his car, just drove to my house, and he told me like, I know you are very strong, and keep strong as we know you. It's like a period of time, and it will end. And I was crying. He couldn't do anything for me. Then I enter my apartment, and my brothers, my nephews, my nieces, they were in with me in my inside my apartment because they were displaced from Jabalia, and even my uncle. I couldn't do anything at that time. So now, like my daughters, whenever they are asking for something, immediately I can go to the market and buy it for them. I don't want them to be deprived from any kind of food. I really want them like to live their childhood and to be like as strong as they want, because I know this will affect, like in some stage of their life, it will affect on their like maybe I don't know their period, their hormones, their availability to be pregnant in the future. I don't know. It will affect because this kind of starvation it made something in our body. Believe me. So now if like I have invitation from a friend or a family, come to eat directly, I'm going. Like if I had like I had my lunch now, and after 1 hour someone is inviting me to have to eat together, I'll go.
You have two like teenage, like preteen daughters, right? So they like to talk to their mom.
Exactly, yes. Mira and Fatima. Mira, she's 13, and Fatima, she's 11. So they are in sensitive age now, and I have to take care of them. I have I have to kiss them a lot. I have to hug them a lot. They need me all the time, just sitting all the time, one on my right hand and the other on my left hand, and I'm just sitting like this. They are kissing me, hugging me. They don't want to leave me, and I'm doing like, please go away from me. I feel, I need space. I need time. No, mom, you don't love us. I told them, no, I love you, my daughters, but give me some space. Don't come on my head, on my shoulders, like just they want to kiss me and say, Mom, we miss you. We love you. Okay. Then I have, you know, they sleep beside me all the time. And Fatima, let me, she punches me in my stomach all the time. Like I woke up in the middle of the night doing, oh, like someone is doing wrestling with me.
This is, yeah, this is motherly life. Yeah. And do you think they are more attached um because of what they've been through? Do you think that impacts them?
Yes, because we were separated at the beginning of this war for 15 months. You know, the last, the the ceasefire in January 2024, 2025. Sorry. And we had to return to Gaza as we were displaced in the south for 15 months. But my daughters, they were in the north, so I couldn't see them for 15 months. And I was all the time checking on them, calling them, trying to send them some food, some clothes, and it was like it's not allowed to do this because we have checkpoints and Israeli troops. They didn't allow for the Palestinian to return back to Gaza City and North Gaza. So after 15 months, I returned to Gaza and I saw them. So for 1 year now, most of the time they are with me because, like me and their father, we are separated since a long time, and I'm taking care of them by myself. Like we sharing their custody between me and him, but all of the time they are with me because, like, he has got married with another wife. They want to stay with me all the time.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave me. Yesterday and the day before, it's the first time that I could make cake in my life. So we did it together, and it was very delicious. So yeah, I like to them to be with me all the time, sharing, doing like some something inside the house, cleaning, washing dishes, you know, just all the time. I'm learning, I'm teaching them um how to clean themselves, how to be all the time clean and tidy, and speak to the people in a good way, to respect the people, uh to keep like all the time, like I'm remembering them that uh you have to know more English in your life. You have to ask. Uh, uh we like whenever like this is a regular education process, I have to register them. I need them to be like follow their educational years. I don't want them to lose the knowledge and the education. They are in a sensitive age, and they are acquiring lots of information. And actually, they are losing too much information. They keep asking me a lots of things about normal phenomena, about the sky, the sun, the stars, the nights, um, like the sea, the fish inside the sea. They should like learn it inside the school, but they don't know anything about this information. So, and even with math, sometimes they don't know like how to do this like problem in math, and also they don't know English. They don't know anything. Just what's your name? How are you? That's it. Um, Fatima, she's not pronouncing good Arabic, you know? Whenever I'm saying like a word and I'm trying, and she didn't like have this kind, like whenever she write something, she's missing some alphabets. And with English, I'm trying like to teach them some words. All the like sometimes I'm shouting on them, you have to learn. Your mother knows English and knows other languages. You have to be like your mother. And they keep, okay, mom, we will do. But they just watch some video on YouTube's and this.
I that challenge of what children have lost with education, that is for a lot of parents and a lot of children in Gaza. Would that be a fair assessment?
Exactly. Like most of the people here, most of the students, they are not attending like normal schools. The schools and the university, like the university, only one university now, they have this kind of systematic educational process. But for schools, is used like shelters as shelters for since the beginning of this war, and even like most of the schools have been destroyed. So we have some educational centers, but only for limited uh, learning.
Are they behind from where you were when you were little? Like if you were when you were their age?
Well, it was like when I was in the primary school, it was my greatest time at all. I was like the school was not far away from my house, and I have many activities at that time. Like I was like very smart student, and I joined, the scout. I joined the basket and volleyball team in the school because I'm tall, yani. And yes, and um, whenever like we have like delegation, and it was at the beginning with the when the BA came to Gaza in the 90s. So we had this kind of activities that we visit other schools, and we have so many activities. And like I was like a public figure in the school. Like whenever they have some kind of activities, call Ghada, she will come, she will like deliver some speech. She's good, she's nice, she can speak to people. So yeah, and still people remember me from that time, before 30 years, you know. So yeah, like I was very smart. All like everything was available at that time. Even it was in the 90s, but at least we had teachers, we have schools, we have classrooms, we have such kind of activities. We used like we have like singing group. We used to sing in the school, dancing. We have camps during the holidays. Yeah, we had so many activities at that time, and I feel sorry when I saw my daughter's other kids. They are not doing anything. I used to play in the neighborhood with neighbors. I used to play football with them. We used to fight with each other. We had like after finishing school, I used to go to my friends' houses, visiting them, doing our homework together. Um, um, like, yeah, I don't see this such these things nowadays
Yeah.
because like at that time we trusted people around us, like as families, as neighbors, as relatives. But here, all the families they are mixed, like people from north, from Gaza, from uh, south. We don't know each other anymore, so they are living inside tents, and it's not protected. The the nature of people have been changed. Their way of dealing with each other has been changed. We cannot trust people anymore.
Say more about that, about the nature being changed. What does that what does that mean to you?
Like I cannot leave my daughters going in the street by themselves. They have to be with me all the time. Like um, uh, I keep asking about like their classmates, the classroom itself, the educational center, if it's safe, if it's like can anyone bother them because they don't know anything. My Mira, she's 13 and she doesn't know anything about you know what boyfriend. What does it mean? She don't understand. Uh, like period. Why should I have my period? Uh, what is the reason of the period? Like to become a woman, you have to be away from the kids. You shouldn't lose your virginity. They don't understand what does it mean, you know. And yes, I all the time I'm trying to give some instruction to them. Don't be close to anyone. Don't trust anyone. Don't give information to anyone around you. Stay with your father whenever you are away from me. So whenever they are with me, all the time they are with me. We are walking as a group, three
Mhm.
young ladies, uh, walking in the streets. I'm trying like to protect them all the time, looking to the people around me if they have like uh, if they say some word about my daughters or even about me. We don't accept this kind of like sometimes insulting or people they are bullying on us, um, because we face this and you cannot say anything. You don't want to make like fighting in the streets and people they become rude, not like before, because there is no system, there is no like government that can control people behavior. Whenever you are losing this kind of systematic behavior, everyone is rude and you cannot control them. Everything have been changed in the society here. People they are living beside each other. Like North Gaza people are known from North Gaza. Gaza city they are known from middle area or Khan Yunis or Rafah. But now they are all mixed together.
I know people who would say, well, this is all Hamas's fault and this and the people of Gaza should have gotten rid of Hamas before and then this wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have this. What do you say to people who think that Hamas should never have come, who don't get it, maybe, who don't understand, who think, well, why? Why didn't you all get rid of Hamas before? Why did this happen?
It's not about getting rid of Hamas. It's like if we return back to that, maybe 35 years ago when Hamas was established, like maybe 39 or yeah, almost 39 years ago. Like in the past when Hamas took over Gaza in 2007, believe me, they have some supporters, but also not all of the people they supported Hamas. Okay, we will like some of the people they were criticizing what Hamas has been done like even before the October 7th, and they killed many people, and this was like in front of TV. You can watch it like they killed many people at that time whenever they took Gaza from the Palestinian Authority control. Um, like people, educated people, some public figures, they try to do their best to criticize, to tell the people that this is not how you can control Gaza. Like there were some protests at that time, like against Hamas, that about the division between Gaza Strip and West Bank, and they want like the unity of this of these two regions, but we couldn't manage to have this kind of like we couldn't get rid of Hamas because they were very strong. This is real. This is facts. And they managed to construct themselves to build themselves as a government, and they have like we can say um, majority
Mhm.
of people they support Hamas. But the minority who are not supporting Hamas, even these, if they have the chance to speak or to criticize Hamas, also they might lose their life. There was like some restriction on the freedom of expression.
Mhm.
So their ideology was different from from the people like here. They tried, but they couldn't. They couldn't manage to get rid from Hamas. There were many wars, conflict. We witnessed like there was like 2008, 2009. There was like a war against Gaza Strip, and also in 2012, 2014, there was lots of escalation between Hamas and the Israeli forces, and like uh, um, as I told you, not all of the people here they were supporting Hamas, but we couldn't do anything. They they, they were very strong, and they were in the power. They had the power to control Gaza. And if you speak up, you will get arrested, and maybe you will get killed. So why should I lose my life? Like yes, young people, they start to say like to themselves, why should I lose my life because I want to change the reality? So people they start to leave Gaza, travel outside, rather than to criticize Hamas. But Hamas also they have their way of thinking as resistance. Not all of us we accept. Like we still a country under occupation, and we have the right to live in our own state. But this come with peace, not with fighting. Like if you are talking to intellectual, moderate people, they will say the same as I'm saying. But the ideology of Hamas is different from us.
Can I ask though? I think you make such a good point. I want to hit that it's easy to imagine resistance when you aren't the one who has to do it. And you talk about people leaving. I also wonder, like, what would the choices be? Like, if you were to ask um, an intellectual who they respect as a Palestinian leader, who they see as a unifying figure, who would people name?
Well, this is a hard question, by the way, because here people they don't believe in leadership either from both factions or from all of the factions the party that we have right now. Um, like we only have two presidents in our life, Yasser Arafat and Mahmoud Abbas. Mahmoud Abbas, even like we didn't see him. He was elected in 2005, and only he has like for 1 year here in Gaza, and then he couldn't come to Gaza. Like 20 years of being a president, he couldn't manage to come to Gaza. So we don't know anything about our president. He didn't come and check on us because Hamas was controlling Gaza. So and even like Hamas leaders also they failed to unify West Bank and Gaza City and Gaza Strip. So we need new public figures, new maybe young people. They can like they can have like moderate way of thinking. They can manage like not to have this kind of clashes or fighting. Men or young people who believe in peace, really believe in peace, and just to stop the blood here in Gaza. Um, um, like not to follow any ideologies of other countries like Iran or Qatar or anything. Just to be Palestinian, to believe in yourself as a Palestinian, and we believe in two-state solution. Like the Israeli are here and the Palestinians are here, so we should live together without fighting. We need someone who believes in these principles in life because we had enough from wars, conflicts, losing our people. Like 11% of the Palestinians here in Gaza have been killed or live in Gaza or have been lost. So we are talking about big percentage of the people here, and um, we need some effort from our like strong countries like Europe, like US, like Egypt, Jordan, our neighbors. They should push or put more pressure and efforts on the Palestinian themselves, um, maybe to find a good leader or a good. I don't want to call it a leader
Mm.
because we don't believe in a leader anymore. I want like a guy or a woman, maybe a woman. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Even it's not acceptable here in our society, but at least the way of thinking should be changed for the Palestinian. We have like this kind of thinking for a long time, and we didn't change. Uh, we are so stubborn. The problem with the Palestinian here, either in Gaza or in West Bank, we do believe in some alternatives that will never happen and will never come back again. We are attached to the past more than the present, and we don't think of the future. So this is our problem as Palestinian. We should think of the present right now. What should we do? And I'm not saying like we can forget our past, but at least don't make it an excuse to do what you are going to do in the present. What is happening in the past is just gone with wind. We cannot change it. Deal with the present right now. And um, I'm talking like
A politician. You're talking like a like maybe a politician.
maybe I can be like one of the public figure. I can make some change in the people life. Well, I wish this.
Would you be open to participating? Would you think maybe it's worth trying
Why
to
not? Mhm. Also, I will face so many uh, difficulties because I'm a woman,
Mhm.
but at least I'm from the people. I've been here like during the war, and I didn't leave Gaza. I shared the sufferings of the people here, and people they need someone from the society itself. He knows or she knows their pains, their sufferings, their difficulties in life, and he should be like have the same experience. And um, they need someone to facilitate things for them, not to be complicated, not to give them like just dreams and hopes without implementation. This is what will happen. This is what Rafah crossing will be open next week. It will be open. Like this is fact. Um, we should someone there should be give them good information, and someone who's like I think like media has a big role in changing people minds. Uh, we should have like some supervision on the media itself,
Mm.
on the journalists themselves, on how the media is working here in Gaza. It's very difficult to work in this issue, but I believe in solutions all the time.
Yeah.
Every problem has its own solution. So maybe it will take time, but at least it will be solved in the end.
Would you be willing to share what you think about US President Trump? What do you think of him? What do you make of the US president? He gets a lot of criticism for his attitude.
I will have a call but me and him only. Just we have like this kind of call. Hi, Mr. President Trump. Hi, how are you? Like we are chatting. So I wish he could come to Gaza. We can go in a visit, in a tour here in Gaza. He can see Gaza. Um, um, because like this might happen anytime. I would like to invite him to come to Gaza and to share to see Gaza and how like his vision to Gaza. Uh I want him to be on the ground here, and whenever we have this like president or U.S. president, we only have one visit from U.S. president. It was like long time ago from Bill Clinton. And if we have the chance to have Mr. Donald Trump here in Gaza, it's I think it's gonna be like a good thing for us. Like no one can imagine like Mr. Trump will come to Gaza, but at least I wish he could come and to see him on the ground and to explain for him the reality of the Gazans. And I wish to be like in this uh I don't know, not board of peace, but at least in anything that can change people's life to the better.
Well, we're going to put it out there that you are ready to take the call. You're ready to take the phone call.
Why not? Melanie, they should like turn off the electricity.
Okay, so let's us tell them thank you so much. We're going to we'll wrap up before they turn off, and I'll make it up to them. I promise. So much focus at the top level in headlines is, oh, we are waiting for Hamas to disarm. We are waiting for Hamas to do this. But how much is Hamas even in power now? How much do they do now on the other side of the yellow line? Like, tell us that.
Well, the only thing that we can see on the ground is just like, some policemen for traffic to control the traffic, the cars, that's it. I don't see anything. If there is a fight between two families, some of the policemen they came and interfere and they just to solve the problem. They don't like I don't see there is an actual power on Hamas like before. I don't
Yeah.
see it on the ground. Even like with militants, I don't see anything of them on the ground, actually. The government itself, like, we don't have like this kind of uh, Ministry of Interior or the responsible of the Interior Ministry, uh, the police chief. Most of them, they have been killed, and there is no actual government here in Gaza. So even like if you want to deal like with any governmental issue, it's very hard. Even we were talking about like to issue a new ID or passport. It's impossible to do it here in Gaza.
So if Rafah opens and people want to leave, will they leave and will they have IDs to leave with?
We don't know. We don't know how they can do it, because I know like people who left Gaza before Rafah crossing was closed, and they didn't, or they lost their IDs or passports. They had to do it in the embassy inside Cairo, but we don't know if it's allowed for the people to go to Cairo. There is no clear vision about how people they can travel without IDs or passports. We don't know yet.
Yeah. So I'm curious about this. We talked a lot about the challenges and about how the timeline to make change. When you are going or letting yourself dream a little, what is your dream for the immediate future? And what is your dream for maybe 5 years for yourself, for Gaza?
Actually, I all the time, like, I want to be like in not a public figure. I'm not like I don't want to be like famous as other people. Um, but at least I can do some like I can affect on people life here in Gaza. This is my wish. I can do something for my people. I wish like in 5 years, I at least like after at 5 years I can like return back to my life and I did something for my people. Um, um, for me actually, and for my daughters, I want best education for my daughters. I want them to live their childhood or their life as the other kids in the world that they live. I want the best for the Gazan and the Gaza itself. I want to see Gaza rebuilt again, reconstructed again. I don't want to see more sufferings for kids, for people, for women. I don't want to see more tents here in Gaza. I don't. I wish like one day I woke up and I don't want to see any tents here. I want the people to be like warm inside their houses, an apartment, working, taking care of their families.
I love that. I wonder if you were going to tell people outside who don't understand Gaza one thing about the Gazan heart, what would you tell people about like the heart of a Gazan?
Uh, Gazan people are so kind, and they are very, as I told you, they are not so mean, or they, what should I like? I don't know what to say. Um, you should to come to Gaza to see the people, to be like interact with the people here. Don't believe what you hear in media, please. Most of the news, most of the things, they are fake. Uh, Media is not playing a good role uh, for the people favor here in Gaza. That's why I'm keeping explaining in details about the people life here in Gaza. Um, they deserve a better life.
Yeah. Do you believe that it is possible to have lasting peace with Israel?
I believe like I'm all the time optimistic, and I hope this day like will come soon. Yeah, why not? If we had like a good leadership, people who believe in peace, I think this will come true soon.
What is the one thing that gives you happiness now?
Going back to my bed, sleeping. I know it's something, yeah, like it's something normal for you, but whenever like I go back to my bed, cover myself like this, stop thinking of anything, and just go like in a deep sleep till morning, that I'm isolated from this thinking. This is like when I am sleeping, I'm so happy.
I have to thank you so much for this conversation. You have been enlightening, you have been insightful, and I think you started your campaign for to help.
Yeah, you are encouraging me.
Yeah, you wait till I get there. Then you'll get some serious chatting. Then it's going to be I will eat like a donkey with you. All right, please let me know you got home safe if you can, if you have a signal to tell me, would you? Because I will worry otherwise.
Yes, for sure. Let me just go and eat something and
Eat something and tell me you're safe. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
bye bye.
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 Bye.